Luka Doncic was already in the MVP race before this, but now in many eyes, he might just be leading. He scored an unbelievable 60 points, 21 rebounds, and 10 assists in an overtime victory versus the New York Knicks. And that wasn't against a bad Knicks team either, because even with RJ Barrett and Jalen Brunson out, they hung with Luka and the Mavericks all night. And if they were to hit a couple of threes in overtime, Luka's big night might have been ruined. Quentin Grimes dropped 33 points for the Knicks. Julius Randle had 29. The big man Mitchell Robinson added 20. So it was a dogfight until the end. And before anyone tries to discredit Luka's game, if that's even possible, just know that the Knicks are currently the 11th ranked defense and 6th in defensive rebounding. And both Mitchell Robinson and Quentin Grimes and even Miles McBride are really good defenders. And yes, we know the Knicks are coming off a 3-game losing streak. But before that, they were on an 8-game winning streak. Luka was just on another level. And for more than 47 minutes, it looked as though Luka Doncic was headed for a 47-point disappointment. The New York Knicks led the Dallas Mavericks most of the way. And with 33.9 seconds remaining, McBride made 2 huge free throws to increase the Knicks' lead up to 112 to 103. And honestly, the odds of a Knicks victory were north of 99%. And with 11.5 seconds on the clock, McBride gets a point back on the other end with a free throw, and Dallas calls a timeout to set up an out-of-bounds play. Dinwiddie starts on the right block before trying to use a POW screen to spring free from McBride. He can't, but with no timeouts and a 5-second call looming, Doncic has to make the extremely difficult and dangerous inbounds pass to him anyways. However, the pass is close enough to the sideline that Dinwiddie can use Doncic as an impromptu screener. The traffic gives him just enough room to fire off a three-pointer, and he makes it. And that cut the lead down to just 1. And then another foul gives McBride 2 more chances at the line. He makes both free throws, and now Dallas has 0 timeouts left. So now Luka has to get the ball up court very quickly. And at this point, the game should essentially be over. The final seconds are steadily approaching, and with no timeouts, New York knows it can foul Doncic into 2 free throws rather than allow him to attempt a three-pointer. They do so. It is the correct play. Even after he makes the first free throw with only 4.2 seconds left on the clock, the game is essentially over. But then, after the second intentional miss, Luka grabbed it and put it back up in the basket as he fell to the ground in excitement. And in overtime, Luka and the Mavericks did a great job at closing the game out by playing tough defense. And it surely helps that the Knicks couldn't buy a bucket. But it wasn't until after the game that Luka made a hilarious statement while being interviewed that made this historical night that much better. Quote, "A lot of people asked me about this back in the locker room, and I said I thought we won it. That's why I went to the crowd like this. I thought we won the game. And then I see it's tied, and I was like, oof." He then went on to say, "I'm tired as hell." After playing all but 12 seconds of the second half and overtime and 49 minutes overall, quote, "I need a recovery beer." Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. After that performance, they should get that man whatever he wants. But as of right now, in the bigger picture, Luka is averaging 33 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists while shooting 50% from the field and 33.5% from 3. And it most definitely helped that he increased his free throw percentage to 74%. But over the last 5 to 6 games, Luka Magic has been putting up video game numbers, averaging 37 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists, and 2.2 steals while shooting 54% from the field and 41% from 3. So a huge performance like this was almost expected. And he's also been good on the defensive end, which has obviously been his biggest concern. He's 9th in the NBA in steals, and just like we mentioned, he's averaging over 2 steals over the last 6 games. He's been a menace in the passing lanes, and while he's not a lockdown defender and probably never will be, he is at least trying on that end of the floor, and that's all you can ask for from your megastar. Luka is just on fire right now, and the Mavericks are in the middle of the Western Conference. But with this momentum, it's possible they will be a lot closer to the more elite teams of the West. But let us know what you think. Is Luka now the frontrunner in the MVP discussion, or is Jason Tatum, Nikola Jokic, and Giannis still over him? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.